We're here today in Amsterdam launching our new Jazz and its variant we call Crossstar. Very excited by this vehicle. It's the next stage in our hybrid journey leading towards 2022 when we're now making a commitment that we will actually have a fully electrified powertrain in all our mainstream models. It's a very important step for Honda.
The Jazz is one of our main pillars of our business and it's always been a real firm favourite. And with the fourth generation, we have a great new powertrain in the car with the IMMD twin motor hybrid system, so it's really strong packaging.
Well, eHEV is around hybrid, so it's a two-motor system that we use. Drives very much like an electrified vehicle, but it has that added benefit of it does have the range that you'd usually have with a more conventional vehicle. But it really represents another change in our lineup to move away from conventionally powered fuels. So we're moving much more towards that electrified powertrain. So this is part of that transition.
We launched the twin motor hybrid firstly on the CR-V last year, and that's seen very successful take-up by customers, with over 60% of the model share being the hybrid. So the 2030 vision is very much that we're looking to implement carbon-free environment, and we're taking a very strong step today in Europe by moving from 2025 to 2022 to have the full electric lineup. Today we're announcing over 6 new models in terms of the next 36 months of development bringing to market, and in that sense we're really ambitiously moving ahead in terms of this agenda, and we have some new BEV announcements we're making as well.
The partnership with Vattenfall is really very exciting because it brings together both automotive and electricity supply, which is a real topic when we talk about e-mobility, electric cars and energy supply. It will allow us to really get access to the wholesale markets and the energy markets, and by doing this we can really make sure that our customers can enjoy benefits and be secured and safe that their charging will be as much as possible optimized with renewable energy.
Well, globally we've committed to having electrified powertrains in 2/3 of our vehicles running at that point in time. Obviously it's going to be a mix of hybrid, it will be full electric. It will really be down to what our customers are driving us towards, and we will be following and responding to the markets accordingly. But we're looking forward to a very exciting future for electrified vehicles within Honda.
So today we announced that we will become an energy business. This is for us a logical step when looking at launching e-mobility vehicles to the market. So the issue with e-mobility is that you have to charge your cars, and we want to do it renewable, and we think we are in a perfect position to add services to the charging so that renewable energy can be optimized and e-mobility can be really sustainable. The partnership with Vattenfall is really very exciting because it will allow us to really get access to the wholesale markets and the energy markets, and by doing this we can really make sure that our customers can enjoy benefits and be secured and safe that their charging will be as much as possible optimized with renewable energy. So this collaboration is actually really very interesting and first in its kind. Because it brings together both automotive and electricity supply, which is a real topic when we talk about e-mobility, electric cars and energy supply. So from both sides there is a keen interest in how solutions are going to work, how we are going to supply power, how we are going to make sure that charging vehicles is not going to jeopardize our power supply, and together we can actually find solutions and translate those solutions in very attractive offers and propositions for our customers.
We're announcing today the aggressive, ambitious pull forward of our target of full electrification of our main models by 2022. We can see the marketplace is changing. Customers are beginning to be much more interested in clean, efficient, powerful vehicles, and we're able to deliver that with our twin motor hybrid system and also with our BEV range of cars. So today we're able to look at the marketplace, understand the legislation that's going to be in place, and actually embrace that opportunity to pull forward our ambitious plans to deliver that by 2022. The new eHEV technology is a new branding to help the customer have a simpler understanding of our electric technologies. We launched the twin motor hybrid firstly on the CR-V last year, and that's seen very successful take-up by customers, with over 60% of the model share being the hybrid. Now we get to take the next step forward with the introduction of our Jazz, which will feature this innovative new hybrid powertrain. Only this powertrain will be delivered with the car, but we believe that's a very strong electric message to the customer. It gives a very efficient, and smooth drive powertrain, and very well packaged into the Jazz that is a real strong pillar of our business. So the Jazz is one of our main pillars in our European business. It's always been a perennial favourite. Customers love the packaging, love the ability and the space of the car. And with the 4th generation, we take that further. So we have a great new powertrain in the car with the IMMD twin motor hybrid system, giving very smooth power. We've got a brilliant new interior, which takes us class above, and we have great visibility and new binnacles and things like that. So it's really strong packaging. And the Crossstar gives us another opportunity to move into the crossover segment with a bit more choice for the customer in terms of styling and interior. It's just as great, and obviously the same powertrain. And obviously we need to actually communicate, simplify our branding. So moving from IMMD, which is a very technical term, we can move to eHEV, which is a much more understandable expression of the hybrid electric vehicle. And we're going to use the E branding more and more to simplify and unify our electric technologies to be able to communicate seamlessly to the customer about our programs. So 2030 is quite a long way out, obviously. The company's got a vision for that time when we'll be in a carbon-free transport mobility environment. Today we're announcing the fact that we're taking and embracing the opportunity to pull forward our plans from 2025 in Europe to meet that goal to 2022. So by 2022 our full model lineup will be electrified, featuring BEVs and hybrid electric vehicles. Today we're announcing 6 new models to allow us to achieve that vision and goal by 2022. In 36 months we'll have a brand new fresh range, including the new Jazz, the Honda E, and we're announcing today a new SUV and also a new electric car to complement that vision. So energy management is a new opportunity for us. Obviously, customers driving electric vehicles, especially the BEVs, are going to need to actually have good access to a quality supply of electricity. They're going to need it to be able to be flexible. They're going to want to be able to have it at a cheap price. And our technologies allow that to actually combine to give the customer that flexibility. So we're announcing today a new relationship with Vattenfall, which allows us to become a partner, a supplier of electricity to the customer, giving us a one-stop shop for the electrification.
Well, we're here today actually in Amsterdam launching our new Jazz and its variant we call Crossstar. Very excited by this vehicle. It's the next stage in our hybrid journey leading towards 2022, when we're actually making a commitment that we will actually have a fully electrified powertrain in all our mainstream models. And that's an acceleration of 3 years from our original commitment of 2025. So very excited by it, and it's a very important step for Honda. Well, eHEV is around hybrid, so it's a two-motor system that we use. Drives very much like an EV or an electrified vehicle, but it has that added benefit of it does have the range that you'd usually have with a more conventional vehicle. But it really represents another change in our lineup to move away from conventionally powered fuels like petrol and petrol and diesel vehicles. So we're moving much more towards that electrified powertrain and ultimately moving it towards a full battery electric vehicles. So this is part of that transition. Well, it's an important part of that journey. We started with the CR-V, we're continuing it with the Jazz and the Crossstar, and then we're actually looking at launching 6 vehicles over the next 36 months, which will extend that journey even further, with our commitment really towards 2022, when we'll be looking for all our mainstream vehicles within Europe being electrified. Well, our customers are actually starting to move very much in that direction. It's something that they see as important in terms of emissions from vehicles being reduced. And we're also seeing, obviously, regulatory changes as well, reinforcing that. So that change is coming. We're responding to that change, and obviously it's going to be accelerating over the years to come. And we very much want to be at the forefront, and Honda to be known as the electrification powertrain. Well, this is really part of an acceleration in our program. We were originally looking at 2025 to have all our mainstream vehicles with electrified powertrains. We're now bringing that forward to 2022, so a very exciting time over the next 3 years or so when we're bringing a number of vehicles out. It will include a battery electric vehicle and securing our position as a very strong player in the SUV market. Well, globally, we've committed to having electrified powertrains in 2/3 of our vehicles running at that point in time. Obviously, it's going to be a mix of hybrid, it will be full electric, It will really be down to what our customers are driving us towards, and we will be following and responding to the markets accordingly. But we're looking forward to a very exciting future for electrified vehicles within Honda.
We're starting to see the increasingly rapid electrification of the automotive sector. How do we respond? Which technologies should we develop, and how and when should they be introduced? Today, we're here to highlight Honda's response to these pressures by providing both an update on progress and some new detail on how the company intends to face the challenges and opportunities of electrification in the European market.
Honda placed its European business firmly at the forefront of the company's global ambitions towards electrification. This was confirmed with the commitment that all of Honda's European sales will feature electrified technology by 2025. Now we have a much clearer understanding of the regulatory requirements of the European CO2 standard. All of Honda's mainstream models in Europe will be electrified not by 2025, but 3 years earlier, by the end of 2022, in just 3 years' time.
We committed to the launch of a production version of the urban EV before the end of the decade. Fast forward a few months to the Frankfurt Motor Show in September of this year, and to great anticipation, the Honda E was unveiled in a world premiere. So what are our next steps? As Inui-san announced earlier, all of Honda's mainstream models here in Europe will be electrified by the end of 2022, in just 3 years' time. But how will we get there? Well, I can also confirm today that we will introduce 6 electrified models to our European range in the next 36 months. Today, we're going to show you the second of those 6 new launches, the all-new Honda Jazz, which was first unveiled just under 12 hours ago at the Tokyo Motor Show. First introduced as the Fit in Japan in 2001, Honda set out to create a vehicle which would set a new industry benchmark for compact cars. And as a result of its reputation for outstanding packaging, fuel economy, driving performance and design, this model has achieved worldwide sales of more than 7.5 million units. We see an all-new minimalist exterior design, a seamless, clean philosophy which will define future Honda models, following the key concepts of function and beauty first seen in the Honda E. You might have also noticed this slightly different-looking model over here. I'm delighted to introduce for the first time the new Crossstar for customers looking for a more crossover-style look. Available with the same hybrid powertrain and interior features as the standard new Jazz, Crossstar offers increased ride height, a distinctive interior upholstery, and unique front grille design and integrated roof rails. We can also share today a new approach to Honda's global branding, with every next-generation electrified product or energy management innovation coming under the collective name of Honda E technology. This new naming signifies Honda's renewed focus on electrification and our ambition of seamlessly connecting energy, mobility, and people's daily lives. As such, Jazz will be badged with the EHEV, standing for Hybrid Electric Vehicle.
We now move on to the next step. In September, we announced plans to launch our first commercial energy management service during 2020. And I'm very pleased to be able to confirm for the first time details of this service. Today, we have signed a letter of intent with Vattenfall, a leading European energy supplier, to introduce the world's first flexible energy contracts specifically tailored to electric vehicle owners in Europe. These contracts will be introduced initially to the UK and Germany in 2020, in line with the launch of the Honda E, with further European countries to follow.
To bring what we've covered together in a simple summary, the automotive world is changing. Honda is working hard to meet these challenges and opportunities head on, and we are making fundamental change to our business to achieve this. Electrification is well underway, and as a result, we will bring to market 6 electrified vehicles in the next 3 years.